this is about wives. This person that you heard her talking is one of the owners of the courtroom. In fact, she's a owners of the, I mean, she's a core member, as in, you probably don't know her, but I know her. Now, in her sex life, her marriage, she said, in fact, she's introduced many people to the courtroom, and she's saying that many of them, they come to the courtroom because, she tells them that come and hear Yeye Kudi. Sometimes she goes into private, our women affair issues, and she talks about it, and you'll be able to help your life from what she has to say and from her own personal experience. Now, this particular lady, in her marriage, her firstborn and my firstborn, they are the same age, 24 years old. As a matter of fact, the man she's married to, they were in the same university, as in they started dating whilst in the university, which I am aware of. I know the man, I know the woman. They eventually got married. So they are childhood sweethearts. Am I making it very clear now? This may not relate, their background in terms of their relationship may not be like yours. The bone of contention, what I want you to get, is where I want you to calm down and listen to what the problem is. Now, in her marriage, at a point, she had a job in Abuja and the husband is in Lagos. They are doing very well. You understand? Financially, that is not the problem. You get me? But when she comes back, the man doesn't have sex with her. As at the moment, in a year, they have three times they have sex in a year. Her blood sister said 4 years now, she and her husband have not had sex, and they are not fighting. People on the outside see them as very fantastic couple. Even this, my friend, if she did not open up to me, God knows I never knew she was going through anything like that. Am I making sense now? You see, people see them and they admire them, but the man doesn't have sex with her. They are together. The home, there's nothing like, okay, they are separated though. In fact, she now left Abuja. She's relocated to Lagos, and she's now in the house with her husband. And for 1 year now that they are now living together, because before she was in Abuja, when she comes, the man might not even touch her more than 2 times. Do you get it? Touch her more than 2 times. But I mean, I not even touch her at all. But there's no problem, like she's not catching the man like he has a babe. She's imagining that could it be that he has slept with somebody that have used kayamata. That's what we all call it. Jazz is what we want to say, but we all say kayamata. It doesn't mean that it is kayamata. Have used kayamata for him, and this thing is affecting her own marriage. That she's not a second wife, she's a first wife, a known wife. She's legally married, traditionally married, biblically married, whatever, every marriage that to tie 2 people, she's done it. So it's not like they are still doing anything or they are hiding. And that she's not the only one. Her blood sister, not only her blood, her friends whom she has introduced to the courtroom. That's what she was saying. One said 6 years, and it's not like the marriage is having, you are not on the outside, nobody knows. Then she went ahead to buy herself Dido. You understand? She said she went ahead to buy herself Dido, but later on she dropped the Dido, because how can you have a man in your life, then in that marriage you are using Dido, not the man? So she dropped the Dido again, and then she went on her knees, like pleading with the man. What is the problem? The man has no problem. She's not the man, not problem. The man is not saying there's a problem, and that many of them and her friends, and some of them are members of the courtroom, they are going through and that was why there was a cry out on the introduction of T40 that I introduced to them, when they saw me saying that when you buy T40, you will call your husband's name into that thing, it will increase his sexual urge for you. Do you get it? That was why they all of them now went to get the T40, and they were coming on the platform to see, and they are not seeing results of the T40 as I so described it. Do you get it? So I had to calm down to understand what is happening, and that's why I'm bringing it to the courtroom, because even she is saying, please, women are dying in silence. It's not only by beating women that is what kills women. Domestic violence is in different aspects. Domestic violence may be emotionally, it may be psychologically. It's not always about physical violence. You understand? It may be that you have been abandoned in the house or in your marriage as a furniture, as just a property. Yes, that can give you emotional, it's also an emotional and a psychological abuse, and it all falls under domestic violence. And then the painful part for her is that everybody feels the marriage is fine, and that's what I thought too. If she didn't open up to me, God knows, I don't see anything wrong in the I never knew. I just don't want to play my responses, because if I play my responses, I probably mentioned her name at one point, so I don't want to reveal names. Do you get what I mean? But I would talk to you people and be able to tell you what I think. And I believe, if it is not okay, like this, my friend, she only has, like you heard her say, she only has a child, and that's the child that we both had 24 years ago from that marriage, from her marriage. Do you understand? The child that we both have, that's the only child she has. The child is doing her master's now, and she's gone abroad, so they are home alone as two adults. They are home alone as two adults that should now be, even if not every day, even if it's the cuddle aspect, even if it's the talking aspect. She said that they are just together in the house like flatmates. They are together in the house like, when she said bedmates, she then quickly corrected herself and said no, as friends that live together, cohabiting together. Even people that cohabit, they bench each other. Look at, there's nothing as hurtful as a woman that her man is not having sex with her, especially when the man is not even saying, you have offended me, and you know that this man is really the rice. At one point, at least the 3 times in a year that they do it, in really the rice now, and she has to beg for it. And she said many of her friends that come on this platform experience the same thing. That was why they all rushed to go and buy what I told you people to buy, but unknown to them that thing I told you people to buy, it is not for sex enhancement. No. It is not to help your libido. No. It is to help your self-confidence as a woman. Because I told you people about it, that a man in this island approached me and told me to do a chat educating women on vaginal smell, foul smell, that his wife, the smell, the man didn't hide it. I was even ashamed when he was telling me. This was years ago. And you know, that was when I used to do motivational talks frequently. Do you understand? I would just come do 7 minutes motivational talk. You know, and that also helped me a lot to know many things about what people are going through in their life. All experiences and all the experiences that I have is not enough to deal with the world. You have to hear about other people's experiences, and that can help me to relate to people better because of other people's experience. And I remember, at that point, I talked on foul smell, I talked on, hygiene, personal hygiene, I talked on men not can also make men have extramarital affairs. Do you understand that some also are not encouraged to have oral sex with a woman that is having foul smell? And that was when stuff like T40 came on board, and I was quick to introduce it to you people that I have found something that can also help women with their confidence and also help us in between our legs, just the same way we spray our armpits and we spray our body to perspire nicely. Also, there's something you can use in between your leg that when your husband, if you are having oral sex with your man, if he's perceiving, something nice, a good aroma, that can also help his libido, and also it can help you people enjoy sex life. Also, it can give you as a woman more confidence about your private parts. So it's two different things. That is different. I also said water is the best way and manner to be able to clean your inside. These are things that we can learn as a woman. It's just general hygiene. It is nothing to do with when a man abandons or neglects a woman and emotionally abuse that woman and keeps that woman in the house as a property. Is the man having a problem? That was the question I asked her. Because sometimes, men don't know how to express their mental states and they can't show it. It builds up in them. They can also be depressed. They are human beings. They have blood running through their vein. They are human. So some of them also, they probably financially things are not going well. Like I said to her, I said, now, I have two questions. The two question is this. But because she has many people that are going through the same thing, so they have a group where they have a forum where they discuss about how they have been abandoned as properties in the marriage. So they all think they have common goal. They are not, they are undergoing domestic violence emotionally. Now, but I asked, I said, everybody must have their own individually. You also have to think about it that, is this man okay psychologically? In the sense of your finances, is he fine? If he is fine, okay, good. You people have started dating since when you were in secondary school. In the university. We all know each other. You understand? And you know how his sex life was then. It produced you people a child, and you got married, and it produced you people a child. Now, when did he drop? Has he always been the type that did not like sex at all? Because her case is different from her sister's case. Her sister's case is different from the one that is undergoing it for 6 good years. And our case is different from the one that's undergoing it for 2 years. So the one undergoing for 4 years. Everybody's case and script is different. You have to read your own script. Do you understand? You cannot use my own to deal with yours. Okay? So, or is your man a womanizer that gives it all to everybody out there, to his secretary, to his bae, to his side chicks, to everybody, and then gets very tired when he gets home? Could it be the period of time that, because I haven't to check the history from way back, when did you take note of this problem whereby he reduced the sexual urge for you, or the the sexual involvement of him in your life dropped, you must take note. Was he having extramarital affair? Was there some kind of financial problem, or was he sacked from his place of work? Is he undergoing depression? If not, is it because maybe some people just want to, because you could not conceive? Is he, after the only child you people